Good afternoon, friends, and welcome to Saturday? Is it Saturday? I'm pretty sure it is. Okay, yeah. Again, I struggle with keeping track of the days way too much. It's already a pretty decent chunk of the way through the day. It actually just turned 5, and it's been a pretty decent day, for the most part. Unfortunately, Kayla kind of got a bit of an injury before work last night, so I've just been helping them out, making sure they're resting and things like that, which they are at the moment, so that's nice. And aside from that, I've just been kind of relaxing today. I'm still in my pajamas, I'm still wearing my shirt from yesterday because that's usually what I do when I go to bed. It's definitely been a chill day. I haven't gotten much in the way of creative work done, but it's alright. I can always skip a day or two. I know I will always pick it back up at some point. But it has been a nice day. I had some coffee earlier, had a couple sandwiches for brunch, I guess, because I didn't have breakfast. And I will be making some dinner in about an hour, and that'll be nice. I don't really know what else to talk about, because there's not a whole lot to talk about today. I'll probably record another clip later today, but I figured I'd just check in at some point, because I've gone the entire day without recording, and I thought it would be a good idea to do so. I'm in the process of rendering yesterday's vlog, though by the looks of it, it actually looks like it's been finished, so I will be uploading that shortly as well. And I know I used to have kind of a strict upload schedule when it came to the vlogs. Yeah, I kind of decided to change that because I actually find fulfillment in being able to just edit one video a day. Like I've said before, it gives me that special creative outlet to do something if I feel like writing is too much effort. So, you know, if I can't write that day, at least I have a video I can edit, render, and upload, and then I'll have felt good because I've done creative work. So that's kind of why I've been posting these later than normal, because I will record them, upload them to my drive, and download them. So that because my phone can't connect to my computer, so I have to use Google Drive as like a middleman. And then I'll just wait until the next day, sometime in the afternoon, evening, or sometimes late at night, like yesterday's, to go ahead and start the editing process. And that's probably what I'll be doing moving forward, just because it feels more satisfying that way to have work to do just in the middle of the day. It's kind of nice to have it stockpiled and ready that way. It's probably about that time I should start winding down for the night. It's been a very good night, and a very relaxed one too, a relaxed day in general. I didn't get a ton of creative work done, though the work that I did do was satisfying and fulfilling, so I'm very happy about that. And it was mostly just making sure Kayla was alright, watching funny YouTube videos, and all in all, just being in a pleasant mood, and I'm feeling pretty great. So, I actually did do something interesting. Well, interesting by my standards, I suppose. I finally beat Torna the Golden Country, and for those who don't know, that is the DLC story for Xenoblade Chronicles 2. I had been putting it off for a long time because the game basically requires you to do the side quests, pretty much, to progress the plot. And for the longest time, I was putting that off, and that actually kind of turned me away from doing the Golden Country for the longest time. But I kind of changed my tune after playing the Trails series, and, like, the side quests technically aren't required for that game, but I know that in the first one, the ending is slightly altered if your rank is below a certain, or if you're below a certain rank, so I just always make sure to do every side quest I can. I usually do end up missing one or two, like hidden side quests or something, but more or less, I try to complete every side quest I can. So after playing those games, I'm like, you know what, the Golden Country can't be that bad, and it wasn't. There were definitely some that were harder to finish than others, but once I just kind of acquired patience, I just went for it. I adopted the mentality I had when I was first playing Dragon Quest XI, or well, my second playthrough, I should say, because my second playthrough, I was 100%ing the game, and to those who don't know, 100%ing Dragon Quest XI is a feat. There's a lot that goes into it. It's a massive freaking game, and it took me like over 160 hours to do it in a single playthrough. And I just felt so daunted by the task. I'm like, there's so much I still need to do. But, like, I'm just like, let's take it one step at a time, just be patient and have fun with the process. And ultimately, that's what happened. I was able to take my time more with the Golden Country. I learned some of my mistakes with the game. I I got into the final dungeon and I was fighting some of the enemies, and a regular enemy 20 levels lower than my party wiped me out. And I'm like, what the crap just happened? Because I didn't see it attacking me. Oh, okay. I was like, I knocked something down. I didn't see it attacking me, so it was like some sort of passive effect that was just dealing a ton of damage, I guess. I'm like, this thing is 20 levels lower than me. Why am I sucking so bad? I thought I forgot how the combat worked, because Xenoblade 2's combat is kind of convoluted if you don't know what you're doing, but it's also like riding a bike. Once you learn it, you don't unlearn it. And like it came back immediately once I picked it back up. So I'm like, it can't be that. So I checked everyone's loadouts. I haven't upgraded their equipment or their skills since the beginning of the game. Yeah, went almost 30 hours without upgrading that crap. And then when I did it, everything was a joke, even the final boss. It was fun though. I will say, I wasn't the biggest fan of the story. Now don't get me wrong, it was still very good. But compared to the base game, which I guess you can't really do because they're totally different, the base game is so much better. And I think it's just because the story feels not necessarily rushed, but it's like it's a short story, and that's how it's intended to be. But the real strength came from the NPCs. Like, helping out all the characters in Torna and everything like that. It was so heartwarming, and there was so much wonderful dialogue as a result, and it just made me so happy to see. But yeah, I guess that's my little review on Torna the Golden Country. It's worth it, for sure. In any case, I'm going to go ahead and start winding down for the day. So thank you guys so much for watching. You are all wonderful people. And as always, let's do our best tomorrow.